guys, welcome back to my channel. Welcome to 2021. This is my official first video for the year. Official first video but I just wanted to take this opportunity to wish you guys a happy and prosperous 2021. I pray in the name of Jesus that this year will be our best year yet, in the name of Jesus. I know that last year was Glasgow's for almost everybody personally, and I'm going into this new year with so much positivity. I'm not taking any baggage from last year. Like, I feel like God has given me a fresh slate, and I'm making the most of it. So for the first video of this year, I wanted to come on here and share with you guys smart money moves. Now, I know that I said 2020 was a Glasgow's year, but personally it was the year I made the most money I have ever made in my life. Yep. As unbelievable to me as that sounds, however, I know that I didn't just make that amount of money or make those investments. It was because I had built a good foundation as it relates to my finances. I'm a very business savvy person. My head is always thinking of what other business can I do to fetch money, and it is out of the overflow of that I've decided to share with you guys some of the business ideas that you can do that are like this time safe, social distancing safe, things that you can just pick up on the way and get your coins rolling in. So let's get right into it. Personally, the way I see business or any venture is the aim has to be to solve a problem. I mean, solutions mama. But jokes apart, the aim has to be to solve a problem. If you're solving a problem, no matter how little for somebody, they're going to pay you for it. I think I've said it here how I have a family member that is like stingy to the core, right? But because I have a fabric business, for instance, like I'm always getting my coins in because it's like, okay, bring this for me, bring that for me. I am giving him value. I'm solving the problem for him in terms of materials that he needs, right? It's not just dashing me money, he's giving me money. And guess what? This person, because he's like HNI, high net worth individual, is going to patronize me by, like, there was a time he bought all the most expensive fabrics in my store for men. I'm talking 120k worth of fabrics per 5 yards. He bought like 6 or 7 of it, and he gave me my check, right? So he's stingy, but because I gave him value, he gave me my money and I got my money. So anyway, I'm saying that to say this: the foundation of whatever business you want to do has to be, I want to solve a problem. I want to make life easier for somebody. All right, let's bear that in mind. Now, the first thing I'm going to say is start a YouTube channel. As funny as this sounds, I did a whole masterclass on this last year, and I'm hoping to be able to put another together before the end of this year as well. But I read an article that said that now is not even the best time. 2021, oh no, it was last year already, and it went like 2020 is not even the best time to start YouTube. The best time to start YouTube is still like years away from now. So this article was literally saying that if you're joining YouTube community now, there is so much more, like the potential is still so great, because if people start in 10 years, they are still going to make so much money from it. They are still going to be able to reach the world through YouTube. And that means for me that YouTube, we're just scratching the surface. Those of us that are here, we're actually just scratching the surface. So get onto YouTube now. Discovering your niche or rendering value by being a YouTuber is another ball game. But I'm saying that starting a YouTube channel is something. And some ideas for niche I have is, first, this idea came to my head where you can actually start a YouTube channel teaching language to kids. That's if you think, oh, I don't want to put my life out there, I'm not all about the lifestyle vlogs. You can start a channel to teach kids. I know somebody who has a YouTube channel and is a faceless food channel, like, and then another Chinese woman who she's like telling people how to be a housewife and tidy their homes, but nobody knows her face. And that one in particular has millions of subscribers, So I'm saying that even if you don't mind putting your face out there, obviously, so people can relate, you can teach language. I think this idea popped up because I was going through YouTube and I'm like, I'm trying to teach my daughter Yoruba, for instance, my mother tongue. And I'm like, she learned so much by what she sees, like what she's watching. And I wish there was like a channel that people knew where you can just go, and then there's like a Yoruba YouTube channel. It could be an animation, it could be just repeat after me. I just feel like that is like a genius idea that is very untapped, and a lot, how kids consume TV nowadays. Like, a lot of people are going to feel like that's value, just stay with it, leave me alone for the next 1 hour, and you're getting in your coin and also rendering value. Okay, now before I leave this YouTube idea, I also want to say that make sure that you choose something you're passionate about, because YouTube money does not also come in like immediately you start. Right now, the latest analytics is you have to have at least 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 watch hours within 1 year. So that might take a while depending on what you choose to do, but I'm just saying that make sure that you think on it, prayerfully decide the niche you want to talk about, make sure it's something you're passionate about, because even for us that are passionate, sometimes it's still a struggle to deck up and come on here and show up, not to talk of if you're talking about, that was a lot, talking about something you're not passionate about. So make sure you choose a niche that you're passionate about. Okay, second thing is consider a 9 to 5. I said what I said. Now I know that there are a lot of entrepreneurs. I'm a serial entrepreneur, like I'm doing well, I own my business, it's fine. Then I feel like if you're watching this video, you probably still want more. And I'm saying that look around you. If, for instance, my fabric business was all I was doing before the lockdown and all of that started, I feel like I would actually be considering a 9 to 5. I actually have a 9 to 5. I'm just saying that like figuratively, because that business last year, because people were not gathering, people were not wearing ashrebi, there was no bulk purchase as usual. I had to do like an end of the year sale just to break in some money. So I feel like I had so much time on my hand that I could also accommodate a 9 to 5 if that was the only job I was doing. So I'm saying that in essence to say that if your side hustle, or if your main hustle now, your business, you feel like you have enough time on your hands, then maybe you want to consider a 9 to 5, especially if you're still young, maybe your kids are grown. There are a lot of work from home jobs even in this time, which makes it even more fantastic for you to work from home, still do your business. If you're a family person, still take care of your family. So consider a 9 to 5. Don't let anybody rush you or pressure you into it's only entrepreneurs that can make it in life and all of that. Some people start their foundation by 9 to 5. I'm one of those people. I've built so much from combining 9 to 5 with some of the things that I do. So it's important that you don't let anybody make you feel like, oh, if you go back to paid employment, you don't know what you're doing. For one, the stability. Then number two, the fact that you're able to say, okay, there was a year, I think 2 years ago, I actually did not touch a penny out of everything I made from my fabric business. It went into investment and savings, because I had my 9 to 5 to cater to my needs and, to lounge and be a baby girl. I did not touch a penny. And even YouTube, there was a whole year that I just left the money there. I increased my threshold for, what's it called, for deposits. Okay, so they tell you when your money gets to this particular amount, we can pay you. I increased it. I'm like, you people keep the money there, and after this big amount, come and pay me, right? And that's because I have a 9 to 5 where money is coming in, and I'm okay even with that. So you want to consider a 9 to 5 if it's something you have the time to do. And like I said, if you even get something more convenient in terms of work from home, since a lot of jobs, especially in the Western world, are saying that right now, then key into it. Even if it's for a year or two, you can build a good foundation in terms of your wealth creation. Solution. The third thing I'll say is middleman. Now there's something my husband says. He says middleman lojawoju. It means that middleman is the one who actually makes the most of the money. And I know that this sounds generic, but I will give examples. So for instance, you approach a ministry and you tell them, okay, I can supply you tissue rolls. You're a middleman. You're solving the problem between a supplier and a consumer, right? You supply them, so contracts, so to speak. This is something where you can leverage so much on, even from the comfort of your. And this is like cool money, because you do one contract and you make a lot of money. Literally, that's if you get the good ones. Actually, I can't say middleman without also saying people networking, right? Because let me put it this way, when I was working in the bank, we had people, even in my current organization, we'll have people who bring food to us during the day. Some people would come and sell parfait. I know that food or whatever is another aspect, but let me put it out there, right? you might need just one person within an organization, and once you earn that person's trust and loyalty, the person will introduce you to every person in that same organization. And now imagine that in my office currently we're probably up to 80. When I was working in the bank, we were up to like 50. If it's a big branch, maybe 70. So imagine that you are able to cater to, say, even 5 branches at the tip of your hands. You can have like 500 consumers. You can have like passion. You can have like maybe 500 consumers on a daily basis. Even if you're making 500 naira on, or 200 naira, or whatever it is that you're doing, 200 times 500 per day will still give you a cool 10,000 naira per day, and that's 300k for the month, right? So I think it's something worth considering. This is also something where you want to think of, okay, what can I do? Now let me quickly say this. I sent her onto the market for the outreach. You guys will see that video. I sent someone to the market, and she said, oh, she charges 5% of any amount she spends. Now this is me. My life is so busy that I actually cannot find time to go to the market, right? But somebody is solving the problem for me, and I'm glad to pay her, right? Now if a friend of mine is talking about, oh, I'm so busy, I don't have this opportunity, I can say, oh, I have somebody who can do this. And that's how she gets her referrals. So I was telling her when she delivered the service to me that, you know what, I think you should approach so and so organization, make a friend, and tell them that this is what I do. I know that in the bank you guys are busy. If you have to buy food stuff, errands, really, it's like personal shopping. You charge a premium if you have that kind of time, and you're making your money by the side. See, going around Instagram begging for money, we don't have such people here in Team Solutions, okay? I'm just saying. Or even looking up to one family or brother or uncle to send you money, when you can make your own money. Anything people will give to you should always be like a Jara or a plus. You have to be street smart. This is 2021. TikTok is the time. So anyway, consider things like parfait. What can you do that would actually not cost you so much? And you know the good thing about this, it might take just 2 hours of your day. Say for instance you want to supply parfaits or cupcakes to an office every day or every other day. If you bring it to my office, for instance, people will finish it. Something like parfait or cakes or like finger foods, because we're always looking for something to nibble on during the day, right? Just think of something. You make it in the comfort of your home, 1-2 hours, you deliver it, you're done. You made your money. Even if you have other sources of income, you can move on to do those things, you know. I'm a pro of just get this money when you're young, because even our bodies, you don't want to hustle forever. Trust me, you don't want to hustle forever. At least personally, I don't want to hustle forever. Then still talking about middleman, something like BDC, for instance, is middleman. I know somebody who knows somebody who knows somebody who knows somebody. Even if it's 1 naira, God bless you, somebody is now doing like 50k. I know that there are professionals in this, but I can gladly be a middleman and tell my BDC guy that I have someone who's buying for. So I'm a middleman of a middleman. I'm not saying go and register a BDC if you don't have like the certification or whatever for that, but I'm saying that people networking or middleman can bring you so much opportunities than you can even imagine. So look into it and nurse the people that God has put into your life, and nurse the network, and nurse the relationships that God has put into your life, and see how, not out of a bother or pestering way, but out of it, I want to solve a problem. Is there something you need? Do you need to shop? Now the next thing, actually, before I jump, is social media management. Everything right now is social media. Everything right now is technology. Everything right now is web designing or IT. So let me call it IT. Social media management will probably be, you know, just the sub of it. But if you're into IT, is it graphics design? Is it website design? There's always someone or somebody who is looking to, you know, have a better interface at every point in time. Now, for me, I was managing up to 6 social media accounts, not until I had to employ a social media manager for one of them. And I'm like, I will pay you because you're giving me value. So that my head is not too was every time. I'm willing to pay you. And guess what? This person is doing it like for fun. Like she just enjoys posting, and she's not posting it's not like so structured that she's posting every time. I watched a video where somebody says she pays her, I think YouTube video editor £1,800 a month. And I'm like, tell me about it. I love to edit. It's a passion for me. Can I get that job? You know, jokes apart, my social media manager is probably just doing it while she's at work, while she's over lunch, and she's making her side money. So instead of In fact, you'll be surprised the number of people who actually need the service, but maybe they have trust issues or they don't want to put it out there. If you come to me saying, can I solve this problem for you? Do you mind if I help you manage so and so? The chances that I would treat you respectably is higher than if you come to me saying, I've not eaten for 3 days. Sis, you're using data to even message me in the first place, right? I'm looking for money, or can you dash me this year? It's more respectable to come from a problem-solving aspect. Even if I don't have that problem myself, maybe I can refer you to someone who I know you will had. But this is 2021, no age factor, okay? I can refer you to someone I know you add value to. So, I mean, just look at any space of social media management, brand strategies, and these are things that you don't have to get certification for, really. You just do it if you're passionate about it. If you can scroll on Instagram for 15 hours a day, you might as well be making money doing that. All right. Next thing I'm going to say is thrift shopping. Now I'm talking both personal and collective. You can have like a bunch of clothes you don't wear again. There's somebody that's somebody willing to pay for it. So instead of you just chilling in your wardrobe, you might as well sell it off, make your cool cash, and move on. Now I know someone who even left the personal one and then started talking to her friends and like to say, okay, if you guys have any clothes, she sells it for them, because now she has a company, she has a mannequin, she has the format of doing it, she has the time, or she has carved out the time to do it. She'll pay you the money and just take a percentage of it. Everybody is happy. You get your money, I get my money. So thrifting, both personal and collectively, is like an in thing now. People are willing to pay for something that you bought 2 years ago, but you've gently used or you never won. They're willing to pay like half the price for it. So why not? Instead of just letting the clothes be moping and 10 years time you have to throw it all away. If you're interested in making some cool cash, then thrift. Next point would be logistics. I feel like, even though I've spoken about like the personal shopper person I sent to the market, I feel like people are always looking for how to get something from one place to another. Even in the heat of the lockdown, there's somebody who wants to send something to somebody. So I'm saying that you see, as we can never have enough YouTubers, we actually can never have enough dispatch riders or courier companies or logistics companies. Now this might be a bit capital intensive, but if you can get like even one trusted rider to start with, you can start making your cool cash by the side. Don't be greedy as a boss. So if you don't have the time, obviously it's not you that will ride the bike. But if you even say, aside costs, let me and my dispatch rider share whatever profit, so he's happy and he can be trusted, trust me, you are still making your money. The cost and maintenance of your bike is off the table. You can still make your money per day. Talk to people, develop a clientele. When I was doing my year-end sale, there was a day I sent up to 10 or 11 stuff out in one day, and I had to call one of my mentees who started a logistics business. Actually, 2 of them. Every one day I will use this one, the next day I'll use that one, because I wanted to patronize both of them. And this is just me, one person. So imagine if you now have different people. There's food, there is shoppers, there's people are always looking for how to get, even within family. My mother has sent food stuff down to my sister in Magodo. I have to find a way to get it to her. There is always logistics business is a big business, even worldwide. Look at God is good. Those people, they're international now. I mean, so if it's something you can do, be it personal, like I said, or be it commercial, then go for it. See, looking for capital, if you're trusted and you approach someone to say, I'm looking for capital, I want to start business, and you are not looking for who you would scam, like you really will put your best into it, then people will give you money. People, let me not go there. The next thing is bulk food, or just say food business. Now, I've also mentioned the food business in that, go to offices and all of that, but the food industry, kolekuta, that's what they say in my language. It can never bring you a loss, because people always will eat. I feel like businesses that will make the most money now are not really selling shoes and bags, right? It is things that people cannot do without, and that's what I have formed the basis of all of these things on. Things that people would always do, no matter the lockdown, no matter the COVID, people will always eat, right? So I used to sell soup now when I was in Abuja, for instance, and I had my clients in the bank, in the bakery, yes, bakery, in the hotels, people that didn't have time, you know, to go back home and start cooking, or even if they had time, it wasn't something they were looking forward to doing. I employed a chef. I was working in the bank. I employed a chef, and we shared the money. She'd cook the food, she'd deliver them, and we're all fine. We're all making money. This was even less cost effective because I was using the same gas cooker I would to cook my food to also cook it. So maybe just buy extra gas. Like, at the end of the day, if you don't let laziness or all the ideas in your head that you feel will stop you actually stop you, you'll see that it's not a big deal to do some of these things. Actually, it's like, just do it. Just do it. It's not, you can do 4 things if you know how to be efficient and, you know, timely in your delivery of these services or products. It's not something that will kill you. If you cannot do it now, especially if you're young watching me, if you cannot do it now when you're young, when you want to do it, when you want to make the money. Next thing I'll say is learn a skill. Learn a skill. I feel like this will work if you're, say, planning to jackpot. Well, it will even work if you're here, really, because there is all jackpot, by the way, means relocate. I need to start interpreting my vernacular for the sake of this broad and worldwide audience the Lord is bringing into my life. But like, if you plan to relocate, say you're from Africa and you plan to relocate, or even within your country, actually, say you're a student, for instance, there will always be people that will make it. There will always be people that will, you know, people still want to look fine even in the midst of the COVID. Yes, a lot of people said they were looking like a hot mess, but people will still, now that the world is a new normal, people will still say, okay, just make sure you wear your mask. I still want to do home service because I still want to slay for my husband, for myself, you know, I still want to look good even in the comfort of my home. Now, let's not even talk about the fact that people are actually just living the new normal. They're still going to work. People will still decor. People will still, you know, look good. So learn a skill, be it hairdressing, be it makeup, be it life as we know it is back to normal, and we just all have to find a way to make money while we're at it. Because like I said in a video last year, you will not get to heaven and they'll not say, actually, let's actually rule out 2020 or whatever, all the years that COVID existed, let's rule it out. No, I clocked 29 last year. I'm not going to now clock that 29 this year. I've clocked it last year, COVID or not. You know, your body is not, the development of your body is not pausing. Okay, your organs will not grow older now because of COVID. No, life is happening. That's what I mean, right? And it's best for us to take advantage of it. So anyway, not to derail, any skill, lashes, eyebrows, makeup, any skill you know that at least you're passionate about and you can get by. Sometimes it's not even the passion, is okay, I can get by with it, I can do it. Time yourself 2 to 3 years, let me get it done, make my money, and I move. Like, it's a different, maybe I'll do a different video on this. There's actually no money wasted. Even if you go into a venture and it doesn't succeed, or it doesn't become a going concern, at the end of the day, the money you've made in that time has added to your financial stability, whether or not you like it. It has added to the foundation of building your finances, because if you didn't make that money, you would have spent out of the money that you have saved or something like that, right? So don't see it as, oh, if I cannot do it for the long haul, then it doesn't make sense. No, you might just do it to get by so that you're not taking away from the savings of something else that you're building for, if that makes sense to you. Next point is be an online tutor. My friend is paying in dollars. Somebody in Nigeria, my friend in the US is paying somebody in Nigeria. Time difference, so to tutor a child online. Be an online tutor. Like, some kids have been out of school. There's one, don't go to school, go to school every time. Like, it's so much now. Some parents are actually looking for, okay, I don't, like I said, time is going, the child is growing up. I don't want my child to remain on this level. I want them to keep learning so that, you know, their brain development is not impeded. I want them to keep learning. Or people that can offer online tutoring. So offer online tutoring if it's something you have the time for. It could be 2 hours a day. I think she said she pays $100 for 1 hour in a month. That's how much now? For 49K. And this person does it for 2 hours or 1 hour even. Which child's attention span will even reach 2 hours? I think she said 1 hour. When she said she's a teacher here in Nigeria. So when she's done from school. She comes back home at night. It is afternoon in the US. She teaches the child before she goes to bed. She could have spent that time scrolling on social media, but she's making $100. If that is going to pay a light bill or a food bill for the month, at least she has that, and she's not, you know, dipping into what she's saving from her day job, if you get what I mean. So yeah, online tutoring, teach people, do master classes. If there's something that, you know, you have an idea about, say it could even be something. Why do you think all these agents that say, oh, school in Canada, school in America, school in the UK, it is all research? These are not things you go to school for. Say, okay, I want to learn to become an agent. No. So if you can research about something that you know that, okay, a lot of people would be interested in learning about, do the research on their behalf. And I feel like that's already me talking about my next point, last point, which is consulting. I was actually talking in one breath. Do the research on their behalf, charge them, they will pay you for you to pour it into them. It's your business. You didn't want to do the research, I'll do it for you, pay me my money, right? Now, God bless you if you are now a natural even in that space, you know, because for instance, YouTube masterclass now is not all about let me do the research for you. Yes, it's research based. I have to do a lot of research to teach people. However, there are also tricks and understanding. So I'm saying if you're natural in that space, that's even an added advantage where you know that, okay, I can do, you know, research, add my own anointing to it and make money from it. Sis, don't let us be slacking in this 2021. Anyway, that's it. I hope you have learned a thing or two, and I hope that this video would bug your mind, keep you awake tonight, so that you can actually think on how to make money by the side and build wealth, or at least start a foundation towards wealth building in this year. The Lord is our strength. Paul plants, Apollo waters, but growth is of the Lord. So I pray that whatever venture it is we choose to go into, speed, grace, and ease from above will be our portion. Thank you guys for watching. Please subscribe. And this new year, let me actually ask you guys, if there are any video ideas you want to see from me, just let me know in the description box below. Make sure it is like a video title, not like a whole question. Okay? Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye. Because I was even using my gas cooker. This was even less cost effective because I was using, there's a lot of